Tonight, stay-at-home order extended. Minnesota's governor makes that announcement today. We'll tell you how long it will last.
And the spread continues in St. Louis County. 11 new cases of COVID-19 are reported, with health officials saying it's now community spread in the area.
Plus, 3 weeks in, we're getting a look at how distance learning is working for students and teachers in Wisconsin.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. Well, there's progress being made on a statewide level to slow the spread of COVID-19. It's becoming more concerning here locally. Today, St. Louis County health officials reported 11 new positive coronavirus cases. The majority of those are residents at St. Anne's Residence for Senior Citizens. The county's total is now up to 28 cases. We've also learned 2 of those new patients are hospitalized. They include a man in his 70s and a woman in her 80s, but their exact conditions is unknown. Health leaders say this latest news is evidence of community spread.
So all of this is a reminder of the seriousness of this virus and pandemic and how quickly it can spread.
There is some good news locally. Of St. Louis County's 28 cases, 11 of those people have recovered and are non-infectious.
With many of St. Louis County's new cases being residents at St. Anne's in Duluth, health officials are working on how to protect the most vulnerable. CBS3's John Cardinelli joins us from outside the senior living facility in downtown Duluth with the latest.
Well, the county could not tell us exactly how many of those 11 cases stemmed here from St. Anne's. They did tell us that the Minnesota Department of Health Services is working very closely with the facility to make sure that the vulnerable population is okay. We learned about the first confirmed case at St. Anne's over the weekend. Since then, the Department of Health case manager has been assigned to the facility. That person is in charge of consulting with Duluth and state hospitals to make sure the virus is under control and doesn't spread further within this facility. To help with that, St. Anne's staff and residents are being tested for the coronavirus. They've also put the entire facility on quarantine. That means no visitors are allowed and only staff can enter the building. Staff is also being advised to take extra precautions. Amy Westbrook, the St. Louis County Public Health Director, says this is a big concern.
You know, this is a really vulnerable population. We're seeing more individuals infected who are aging and older, and we know that they're at higher risk of complications with COVID-19, a higher rate of hospitalizations.
A big question for family members is how they should respond. St. Anne's officials say they're doing everything in their power to keep residents safe. A state health department official also said that for family members considering removing their loved ones from facilities like this, they need to think about the responsibilities and needs that they would need to take on.
All right, thanks, John. Well, meanwhile, Minnesotans are being asked to stay home for another 3 weeks. Governor Tim Walz today extended the stay-at-home order through May 4th. It was originally set to expire on Friday. Walz says he's following the latest CDC guidance and the recommendations of hospitals. He says, as is the case in other states, lowering restrictions can cause the number of cases to skyrocket literally overnight. So he's asking Minnesotans to continue giving the state time to prepare and respond.
The message today is stay home, continue this. We bought the time we needed. We're getting close to doing and accomplishing what we needed. Capacity of hospitals, capacity of ventilators, capacity of PPE, and keeping our first responders safe and their families taken care of.
Walz says slowing the spread will mean the state will have the supplies to treat every patient who needs it, with the intention being to save every life they can. Let's take a quick look at the cases around the region. In Michigan, there are more than 20,000 cases now and nearly 1,000 deaths. In Minnesota, there are more than 1,000 cases with 39 deaths. And over in Wisconsin, there are more than 2,500 cases with 92 deaths. Worldwide, there are more than 1.5 million cases with nearly 90,000 deaths and about 320,000 recoveries.
Let's check in now with our friend Dave Anderson. Dave, I went for a walk this morning. Boy, was it windy out there.
And it is still windy, Kristen. You know, my little chipmunk friend a tail woke up on Monday. By yesterday, already trained to take a peanut out of my hand. Today, following me around like a little puppy, but not right now, because as the winds pick up, the temperatures are dropping. It's back in its little burrow right now, and it could be cool enough tonight for a chance for a couple of snow showers coming around. So we take a look at the Doppler map, and yeah, there's a small low-pressure system skirting near the Canadian border, and it's already kicking up some rain showers and a couple of snow showers in the northern parts of Minnesota. There's a 20 to 30% chance your town will taste a little bit of this tonight and through tomorrow morning, wrapping up tomorrow afternoon. So let's fire up the day planner here for our region. And the day planner for Thursday says the day should start with partial sunshine perhaps, but still a 20% chance for a little bit of precip there. Probably snow showers when you get up. By lunchtime, shifting over to rain showers, and then it should become partly sunny but dry coming back home. High temp only in the 40s. By Saturday, Kristen and Tony, we may surge into the 50s for one last shot, because by Easter Sunday, we tumble into the 30s and stay that way through the rest of the week. That might egg on a chance for snow that could stick on Monday, and we'll talk about that coming up in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Authorities are investigating 3 separate fires in Duluth overnight, at least 2 of which they believe were set intentionally. The first fire happened just after midnight in the Central Hillside neighborhood. Flames did about $25,000 in damage to an empty 2-story home. Officials say this fire was intentionally started. About an hour later, the second fire broke out on the roof of Memorial Park Apartments in the Cody neighborhood. Police used fire extinguishers before firefighters arrived. There was about $2,000 of damage. The cause of this fire is still unclear. Around the same time, another fire was reported at a duplex in the Endian neighborhood. Damage is estimated at $10,000. Officials say this fire was also intentionally started. No one was hurt in any of the fires. The Duluth Fire Marshal's office is investigating all 3 incidents. They didn't have any information about how they might be related or if they are searching for any suspects.
A Pine County judge has issued a temporary restraining order against a landlord who disconnected a Sandstone's family heat, electricity, and water. Minnesota's Attorney General filed a complaint against Howard Mostad last Friday. The family was sheltering in place with a 4-year-old who has an underlying health condition and couldn't afford the bills. Mostad has been ordered to restore their service.
Wisconsin families are elbows deep in online learning. Meaning many parents have had to take on a teaching role for the past 3 weeks. CBS3's Emma Quinn spoke with one Superior mother and school district officials about how it's going.
Rebecca Borg usually works from her Superior home, but her home office is now being used as a classroom for her 1st grade son, Cameron. Cameron usually attends Cooper Elementary School, but the COVID-19 pandemic has left him and many other Wisconsin children learning from home. Borg says it was hard at first.
Getting his mindset into what to anticipate during this situation with COVID-19 was combined. Not physically being able to be at school, not being able to have his normal physical routine was our largest challenge.
Borg took advice from district officials like Crystal Hinsman. Hinsman is Superior School's Director of Curriculum and Instruction on how to keep Cameron focused. That includes taking breaks for snacks and recess.
We've provided our elementary families with recommended schedules. 6th grade through 12th grade provided a schedule for our teachers and our students on what content area they'll focus on each day. So, for example, Tuesday might be our English Language Arts Day.
Hinsman says district leaders took spring break to get families the resources they needed, and since then have had conversations on what is and isn't working.
Learning in a way that you don't need high-tech options to be able to access all of that, even if just through a parent's cell phone. They just need to have access to the instructions and what the activities might be.
Now, Cameron has been working on his math skills and his reading, but his mom says talking about the coronavirus pandemic has been a learning tool all in itself.
It's obviously, but we're not out here talking about, shortage of PPE or this or that, right? We're just talking about the factor that to keep everyone safe, this is what we're doing right now.
He's even talked with friends whose parents are working on the front lines of the pandemic.
And for a moment, it was kind of like, wow, he totally gets it. Here's my 7-year-old instructing me on how a registered nurse has a higher chance of potentially, being exposed to COVID-19 because of what she does for work.
District leaders say class for every family looks different, and communicating with families on what's working and what isn't has helped the most. Borg tells us she feels the district has been very open to feedback and has provided extra tools and resources when needed.
After students called for more refunds, the University of Minnesota Board of Regents gave their unanimous approval. Those partial refunds will be for things like housing and parking payments. No word yet on exactly how much students can expect back. U of M system president also announced a possible tuition freeze. She's also calling for 1 full week of unpaid work for about 200 of the university's senior leaders and her own temporary 10% pay cut starting in July. The Board of Regents is expected to pass a final budget for the coming fiscal year early this summer.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, how expectant mothers are dealing with coronavirus concerns as they navigate the road to delivery.
And Dave Anderson is coming up next with your full weather forecast. Stay with us.
Watch Anthony Matt weekdays at 6 and 10 p.m. on Live Local CBS 3 Duluth.
Essentia Health is offering an assessment for COVID-19 at no cost. If you are feeling ill, please stay home and begin an e-visit at essentiahealth.org/COVID-19.
Their price, $30,000. Your price, $20. Can you tell the difference? Even expert jewelers have a difficult time distinguishing the Diamond Z4 CZ from mined diamonds because of their similarity. This exquisite ring features a flawless simulated diamond center stone of 2 3/4 carats surrounded by over 1 1/4 carats of round and tapered flawless baguettes. One jewelry industry professional marveled at their beauty and brilliance.
It's exceedingly rare to see such flawless stones.
He's right. Comparable solitaires made of diamonds can cost up to $30,000. Your price through this special invitation will be only $20. And for a limited time, you can also receive this beautiful band with 1.92 carats of diamond Z4s. Get both CZ rings totaling over an astounding 6 carats for $20. So call or click now.
Call 1-800-577-5801 to get your Diamond Z4. Call now or go to diamondz4.com. So call 1-800-577-5801. Call now.
Black Bear Casino Resort is sending you a big social distance bear hug. We have a lot of memories together, and we look forward to making more in the future when we're able to reopen. Check out blackbearcasinoresort.com and our Facebook page for updates. We are all in this together.
A lot of land comes with a lot of work. The affordable new MX series has a lot to offer. The versatility to mow, move hay bales, grade, and clear brush and snow. A spacious cab to keep you comfortable in any conditions. Excellent loader lift capacity, hydrostatic or gear transmission options, and built to get every job done right. Visit your local Kubota dealer today.
No one serves you better than Lula Gentleman.
My goodness, that is a spectacular lawn.
When you see a great lawn, it's all you see. Call the experts at True Green for a custom science-based plan to make your lawn thick, green, healthy, and weed-free.
Catch Eye on Parenting every Thursday at 6 with me, Leanne Valdez, on CBS3.
My 95.7 is the Northland's best variety all day. From Ed Sheeran and Maroon 5 to Lady Gaga and Bryan Adams. Always family and office friendly. My 95.7, your life, your music.
Mariah Haberman here from Discover Wisconsin. Join me and the rest of the DW crew every week on this station for all things Wisconsin. Continue the adventure on social media and discoverwisconsin.com for behind-the-scenes content and great Wisconsin giveaways, including a chance to win a free vacation. This week's featured prize package could take you to Sparta. Just visit discoverwisconsin.com for details.
Catch Eye on Parenting every Thursday at 6 with me, Leanne Valdez, on CBS3.
CBS 3 weather is brought to you by LifeView Glaucoma Center.
Earlier in the day, it was pretty nice around much of the region with at least parts of temperatures. Not as warm as yesterday, but now we get into the hours here, and a trough of low pressure to our north skirting the Canadian border is helping to kick up the winds, and it's also helping to drop the temperatures. It's getting cloudier, and there is a chance for some flurry activity tonight. Let's talk about current conditions. Right now at the airport, 45 degrees, but those numbers temperature wide around the region will be going down. Westerly northwesterly 16 miles per hour, could go towards 20 sustained, and then even gust towards 30. So could be a little tiny bit of a wind chill factor here tonight. Air pressure, 1,008 millibars here. A little bit on the lower side because we do have a pair of lows trying to bring us the precip, while a weaker high pressure is trying to chase both of those out of here. I think from now, there's I do believe a couple of snow showers overnight, and then maybe a couple rain showers by about noon tomorrow. Now we move towards the current conditions for the rest of the region here, and we're seeing good sunshine. We're on the current temp there, but it's already down to 37 International Falls, and I just saw a couple of snow showers popping out of the cloud above me. So even that, technically perhaps then we could say that 20% chance even here in the northern fringes of Duluth has paid off. And you know, you may be one of those flake and acre type of guys here. I heard an old farmer say that many years ago. That's what he says when really light snow. Not all that's going to be. Doppler map right now does show the bulk of any of that precip is happening to the north as well. Looks like north of Thunder Bay they're getting some pretty decent snows, but again, it probably won't add up much here in our neck of the woods. Just a 20% chance for flurries tonight, like I mentioned, and when the sun comes up tomorrow, there's a chance for 20% worth of showers till about noon. Then things will re-improve and get a lot better here by Friday. That higher pressure cell takes over, and that should indeed bring on perhaps for the day, because as early as Saturday a new low comes to call, and time to get there by Monday, then we could be looking at a chance for some snow that will try to stick to the ground. Forecast here tonight in Minnesota, looking for our low temps to get down into the 20s for some places and maybe be as warm as the 30s right by the lake. So 20s inland, low 30s by the lake, 20% chance for the flurries. Wisconsin and Michigan, you're looking for low temps to be probably mid to upper 20s with a 20% chance for those flurries as well. And then taking a look at the Wisconsin-Michigan forecast for tomorrow, that's going to show partial sunshine, morning chance for precip, then improving in the afternoon. High temps around 40. Into Minnesota, temperature-wise, perhaps a little bit cooler than that, but not horrible. Still a little bit cooler than normal, but not horrible. And then with the 7-day forecast, I'm not going to call Sunday's temperatures horrible, but we will be stepping back into the 30s by Easter Sunday. And again, temperatures like that will be on Monday to support a 50% chance for snow. Some sources right now are saying a couple of inches, others are saying just a dusting. Keep an eye on CBS3 as we track this system, and as the numbers get more firm, we'll give you the latest updates as soon as we can, whether it's me or Austin morning or Caitlin Moffat on the weekend.
I know Kristen and I don't want that snow, but if it comes, I guess we have to deal with it. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
Bringing a child into the world should be a happy and exciting time, but for some, right now, it's the complete opposite with COVID-19 concerns looming. CBS 3's Leanne Valdez spoke to a Duluth woman about how she's trying to ease the stress with a virtual birth fair.
Right, these are the things you wait for. You wait to hold your baby, to bond with your baby, for your partner. You know, you wait for all of that stuff, and you don't know what that is going to look like.
For many pregnant women across the world, their minds are overrun with fear and stress because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Creator of Strengthening Our Village Birth Fair, Stacey Holden, is seeing it firsthand.
It's a scary time for people.
At a time when a village is needed the most, it's simply not possible.
And so then if we don't have our regular support system, the people like the mother, the mother-in-law, the sisters, the friends that are able to come and help you, and you're doing that all on your own, that's pretty overwhelming and scary for women and families too.
Holden says despite stay-at-home orders, soon-to-be mothers and fathers still need comfort.
You still need assurance. You still need connection. You still need to know. You need somebody to check in with.
That's why Holden decided to change her annual birth summit in Duluth that was canceled by the COVID-19 concerns to a virtual fair instead.
Women need, and families need information now. They need support now. They need to know about birth choices and how things are going to be affected with COVID.
Some of the workshops they offer deal with typical topics like breastfeeding and postpartum issues, but there are also some new courses this year. Birthing in a hospital during a pandemic, maintaining health in a worldwide crisis, nutrition and beyond, and financial planning during COVID-19.
A number of them have talked about that importance of being able to release some of that stress and finding the things that bring you that joy and bring you that sense of ease and calm.
Because at the end of the day, you too grow as parents.
It takes a village to raise a child. We hear that all the time. But then we also realize it takes a village to raise a parent and a family, right? Like, we all need to come together and do this and support each other and help each other grow into this.
Kelly Hinseth is coming up in sports to tell us how the Frozen Four may not be happening this year, but will tell you how you can relive the magic of last year.
Take up to 25% off Key now at NorthwestOutlet.com.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
When it comes to sanitizing commercial and office buildings, you can count on the ServiceMaster Clean experts to get the job done with consistent, thorough, and reliable service every time. ServiceMaster Clean's experience and training in healthcare spaces gives them the ability to promote safe practices for infection prevention. Aligned with CDC recommendations, ServiceMaster has preventive solutions for all types of illnesses, including COVID-19. Call ServiceMaster Clean today to ensure the safety of your workplace.
Asbestos diseases like mesothelioma, lung cancer, and asbestosis can be devastating. That's why I called Asbestos Disease LLC. They were there when I needed them most. Asbestos Disease LLC helps victims and family members who were exposed to asbestos get the compensation they deserve from big companies and bankruptcy trusts. Call Asbestos Disease LLC at 800-547-4189. Get the right help when you need it most.
My goodness, that is a spectacular lawn.
When you see a great lawn, it's all you see. Call the experts at TruGreen for a custom science-based plan to make your lawn thick, green, healthy, and weed-free.
Each spring, thousands of wildfires are caused by burning debris. To ensure everyone's health and safety during the COVID-19 public health emergency, the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources is suspending all burning permits until further notice. Burning debris in DNR protection areas is prohibited. Help keep our emergency responders able to help those who need it most. Thank you for your patience. For updated information, visit dnr.wi.gov and search fire.
It's time for the biggest sale of the year. It's time for the Toro Spring Sales Event. It's time to head to your local Toro dealer, where you can save up to $750 on select Toro Z-Masters, up to $600 on select Toro Time Cutters, and up to $500 on select Toro Grandstands and Titan HDs, plus special financing offers on brand new Toro equipment. Toro, count on it. For more info on great deals and financing offers, visit your local Toro dealer.
For breaking stories that impact the Northland most, turn to CBS3.
Catch Eye on Parenting every Thursday at 6 with me, Leanne Valdez, on CBS3.
Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app.
Hey, it's Jeff from Survivor. I'm at home safe with my family, but on Survivor, things are heating up. Could just be the greatest Survivor season of all time.
I need you to drive me to the hospital. You can't tell Andy. But I'm in the middle of a whole thing with her about lying. She's come out strongly against it.
If you keep telling little lies, I won't believe you when you tell the truth. It's the boy who cried wolf.
So I'm the sexy wolf.
A New Man with a Plan after Young Sheldon, Thursday on CBS.
Watch Anthony Matt weekdays at 6 and 10 p.m. on live local CBS3 Duluth.
Welcome back into sports. College hockey fans, I have some great news because ESPN got my letters, and this weekend they're going to be re-airing last year's Frozen 4. This weekend was supposed to, in an ideal world, see UMD going for their third straight national title. Well, we may not get a Frozen 4 to look forward to this year, but we can certainly relive last year's. ESPNU will be re-airing all three Frozen 4 semifinal games and championship games from 2019 this Saturday. And here's a look at the rundown of games on Saturday. Starting at 4, watch UMD battle Providence in the 2019 Frozen 4 semifinals in Buffalo, New York. Then at 6, Denver and UMass will battle, and of course, spoiler alert, it's UMass and UMD battling for the national championship at 8 o'clock p.m. So I say we all get on Twitter, we all get on the couch and just pretend it's 2019 again. We got some more positive college hockey news to look forward to as the NCHC officially released their schedule, the conference schedule rather, for UMD and other schools for next year as well. UMD will start its conference slate at home on Friday, November 6th against Omaha before hitting the road for back-to-back home series with a bye in between against Miami and Colorado College. Notable matchups in the conference: UMD will face North Dakota and Denver back-to-back for the first time in January at home, and they will end their regular season at St. Cloud State. Well, Grandma's Marathon may be officially canceled this year due to the coronavirus pandemic, but a new group is stepping up to invite runners to still get running on June 20th. 23rd Veteran and Nearly Naked Ruck March are teaming up to give runners a new opportunity to run together on what was originally Grandma's Race Day. Runners can register for free to join their virtual race called Run the Virus. Training together using their Facebook group, runners can come together on race day using their phones and all take their first steps together. The virtual race MC from the Minnesota Vikings, along with others, will help coach runners through their races. You can then submit your finishing time to Grandma's Marathon for a medal and a t-shirt, but a Grandma's Race bib is not required. It's completely free and anyone can join.
We've learned really quickly how to move our in-person events to the virtual world. So we recently did one of our fitness fundraising ruck marches in the virtual world. We called it Ruck the Virus, and it was an extreme success.
So all those individuals have the potential to find motivation with this group, to find a new family with this group online. There's so many individuals that are coming together.
We will have all the information on our website, CBS3Duluth.com. It's really a great way if you were looking forward to Grandma's, or if you just kind of want to have that accountability and that community without having to go out there, and you can still stay safe. So again, head to our website, CBS3Duluth.com, for more information. For now, Kristen and Tony, I'm going to send it back to you in the studio.
Sounds like a fun event. Thanks, Kelly. Tonight on the CBS 3 News at 10, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz has extended the state's stay-at-home order, and golf courses are still considered non-essential. There is a petition making its way around the state asking the governor to keep golf courses open, and it's now reached more than 40,000 signatures. Tonight at 10, we're hearing from a member of the Friends of Duluth Public Golf about what this could mean for Duluth's already struggling golf industry.
And before we go, here's a live look at the Duluth Harbor, where the first salty of the season is expected to venture under the lift bridge around 8 o'clock tonight. Boy, it looks like a nice evening out there. The Federal Churchill is a 656-foot ocean-going vessel. She passed through the Soo Locks last night. When she gets to Duluth, she'll load Durham wheat and then make her way to Italy. Last year, 85 saltwater ships came through the ports. Wow, that's cool. That's a lot of salties.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that tonight. All right, thanks for joining us.
We'll see you at 10.